Hey YouTube, this is Dan in Jonesboro, and today is March 28th, and I'm getting ready to go out there and make some money. But I want to make a quick video before I head out. It never ceases to amaze me. This video basically is going to be about the Trayvon Martin case. And I really didn't want to talk about it because I mentioned it in a couple of my other videos or whatever. But it never ceases to amaze me how people compensate their ignorance with insults, passionate argument, but no validity behind none of that. And I say that because there's some people out here that made some videos, about Trayvon Martin, about black unity, about this and about that. And occasionally I would chime in, never playing the devil's advocate, but just stating fact, how it stands, stating law, sometimes verbatim, and basically being objective and presenting an objective point of view versus an emotional point of view. And I understand some people get emotional, but when you're typing and you can only put 500 characters in somebody's comment box, you really can't elaborate like that person that's making the video can elaborate. So, followed a few people, really like these guys because they was talking, basically unity, and that's what I like to talk about. And basically talking about, life in general. And that's a subject that I really do enjoy. But a couple of these videos, they had a sort of kind of way of backdoor insulting you also. This one person uses the word coon buffoon. Anytime somebody interjects something that is factual, sometime you can interject something and somebody don't want to hear it, but it's the reality of the situation. And to fall back on insults is just petty and childish to me, because we should really be trying to educate ourselves, and that's the problem. People are not educated, meaning not formal education like college or master's degree or bachelor's of arts. I'm not talking about that formal education. I'm talking about educating yourself and stop being ignorant about the laws of this land. Because I got something to tell you people. The laws of this land were not set up for people of color, for people of any other ethnicity other than white people. And that's just the reality of it, because the founding fathers were not black. Yeah, we chopped cotton, chopped sugar cane, built the White House, but we didn't write the laws. See, we were working with our muscles, not the one between our two ears. Yeah, we were smart, but they didn't utilize us for that. So you have to understand something. The Constitution, 4th of July, well, when Independence Day came around, we were still enslaved. We were still enslaved. So yeah, somebody was out there popping fireworks, but you was in the slave shack. So let's get that straight, people. So now what? Everybody's pissed off now. Oh man, he might not get off. He might get off for shooting that kid because now, oh man, they released his school records. They released his arrest records. They released his Twitter account. They released his Facebook account. Well, guess what? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. See, it was all fine and dandy when you found out that George Zimmerman, the alleged homicidal gunman, but the man that did kill him, it was all fine and dandy when you found out that he had been arrested, not convicted, charges dropped for assaulting an officer, which means he's not a convicted felon, which means he had the right to carry a weapon. It was all fine and dandy when you found out about that. You see, it was all fine and dandy when you found out that he had called the police 50 times Which I've always said, he called the police 50 times and every time it involved a black person. Which means there's a record of biasness toward black people. But hey, maybe the simple fact may be that these black people were actually breaking into those nice houses out there. Let's not kid ourselves now. It was all fine and dandy when all the dirt was coming out of him. Now all of a sudden, when dirt is coming out about Trayvon Martin, rest in peace to his brother, now it's a problem. But what do you really have the problem with? Do you have the problem that you wanted the field to be one-sided? Do you have a problem with the truth coming out? What's your problem? Because now it's the mainstream media's fault that we know that he allegedly attacked a school bus driver, that he had a marijuana pipe in his backpack, that he had marijuana residue in the bag that was in the backpack, that he had been shot before, that his Twitter account was something nigga, okay, that he had gold teeth sometimes, that he was a little thuggish. See, it was okay when they was releasing a picture of him when he was 7 years old on the beach. Oh, he's so innocent, blah blah. That was okay, right? But see, let me tell you something. Character assassination works both ways, baby. Can't work one way. And there's nothing on no law book that says that the character of the deceased cannot be attacked. See, there's a thing called a dying declaration. That's when somebody's dying and say, oh, he killed me. Well, guess what? They can attack that too based off past reputation. So, what do you think this man, do you think this man has some YouTube monkeys working on his legal case? This man's father is a retired judge, a Jewish judge, which means he has connections. People called me sellout Uncle Tom when I said that this man's legal defense is already done and paid for, because this is a stand for gun rights, gun ownership. See, the NRA will take this case pro bono. He won't even have to pay a dime. And they have some of the best lawyers when it comes down to gun rights. And people like to carry guns and they like to kill black people. But I'm the coon, the buffoon. I fall into that genre of people that only will tell you the right thing to do. You see, I've been saying this from the beginning. Pre-trial publicity is the #1 thing that debunks all cases. Many mistrials have been done on pre-trial pub. Because how can you find a jury that's not been biased by what's been shown in the media? The president chiming in, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, people that white people really despise. But do you think that he's gonna have a jury full of black people? Hell no. And the other thing, just like he got negative press, this boy's gonna get negative press. This young man, Trayvon Martin, he's gonna get the negative press too. Hasn't George Zimmerman had his share of negative press? Some of it false. So what makes you think that this young man is exempt from that? He's not exempt from that. There are laws on the books that say you can go after a deceased person's character. Because what that does is it sets up legal precedents in cases. You would be a fool to think if you were arrested and incarcerated in a maximum security prison that you would not probably be assaulted. There's a high probability that you would get assaulted. What do you think lawyers and lawmakers sit back and take into account when they make these laws that say you can shoot somebody, and even if they're just attacking you physically and fighting you, you don't have to fight back, you can just kill them? What do you think they lean on to make these decisions? They lean on cases in the past that has set precedent that says that, hey, some goons been robbing people out here, been robbing old white men, old Jewish people, vacationers or whatever, old retirees in Florida, and they're older, and these young black males have been robbing them. So we're gonna set a law in the books that say, you know what, you can blow these black bastards away. And that's just the reality of it, people. That's just the reality of it. The laws are set to protect the weak and also to oppress the weak. We can no more expect these laws that were not written for us to protect us. Our best defense against these laws is education about the laws. And that's all I'm going to say. You can call me a sellout, Uncle Tom, whatever you want to call me. But at the end of the day, I hope justice is done, right or left. I don't care which way it goes as long as justice is done. But I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat anything and make you feel, it's got to be about black unity. Black unity is education, brother. That's what it used to be about. That's what it used to be about in the 60s and 70s, was education, knowing your rights under the law. You see, in the 60s, black parents taught their children how to avoid the law by doing the right things, how to react when certain situations come when you're dealing with a white person. You see, we don't teach our kids that now. We teach our kids to act ignorant on Facebook and Twitter or whatever. So you get what you get. Understand something? The social media don't give a damn about you. You have to start giving a damn about yourself first. And that's all I'm going to say about that. You can like it or hate it. I really don't care. At the end of the day, learn something though.